Hello everyone and welcome to Autos back again. I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, today I have with me this car, which is the Lexus NX 350h. This is an all-wheel drive luxury SUV, or rather a crossover. And in this video I am going to give you guys a detailed review of this car. So let's quickly start off this video. Before starting the video, which next car or bike would you like to see on the channel? You can definitely let me know that. You can message me on Instagram. You can also write it down in the comment section down below. Now let's quickly start off this video with the walk around. Let's quickly start off with the front profile of the car. So here, as you can see, this is how the front profile of the car looks like. Here you have this big spindle grille, Lexus logo, front parking camera and sensors. Talking about the headlight, here as you can see, here you have 3 projectors provided. Each and every light is an LED. Here you have your LED DRL. Above this, here you have your LED turn indicator provided. This is your headlight washer. Here you have this garnish provided. Fog light is again an LED, and here you have your bumper spoiler right there. Now here, as you can see, in terms of the design, it looks very aerodynamic and definitely grabs a lot of attention as well. This blue color, celestial blue glass flake color as Lexus calls it, looks really very nice and stunning. Here as you can see, this is how the side profile of the car looks like. The length is 4660 mm, the wheelbase is 2690 mm, and the height is 1870 mm, and these black alloy wheels definitely look very nice on this car. Here you have the F Sport badge, which is the top end variant. Here you have your indicator. Here you obviously have your camera. Now here you have your roof rails provided, and here obviously it gets passive entry for all the doors. Actually, this is how the interior of the car looks like. We'll talk about the interior space in detail as soon as I move inside the car. So this is a small glimpse of the interior. Now let me quickly show you guys the key of the car. So here you have 3 buttons on offer. This is to lock the car, this is to unlock the car, and this is to basically release the tailgate. This is the same key which we have seen on the UX 300e and the Lexus ES 300h as well. I have given you guys a detailed review of both those cars, so you can basically check out those videos on YouTube, Autorevs and Autorevs Hindi YouTube channel. Now let me quickly close the door for you guys, and here as you can see, now let's move to the rear of the car. Let me quickly show you guys how the rear profile of the NX 350h looks like. So here as you can see, this is how the rear profile looks like. Here you have this connected tail light. Here you have this L-shaped tail light provided. Indicators obviously NX 350h all-wheel drive badge, Lexus logo. Here you have your rear wiper washer, defogger, shark fin, antenna. Rear fog light is provided as well. And in order to open the boot, you basically have a button inside the cabin. You also do get a button on your key, and the third option is obviously to press a button below this thing, and the fourth option is basically you can just come here and you can just wave your foot below this like this, and your boot will be released. Now here as you can see, here you have 520 liters of boot space on offer. 60-40 split for the seats, and below this you don't really get anything. So I think they here you have this emergency triangle. They might offer a puncture repair kit. There is no spare wheel here. Here you have this net provided, and by the way, when you fold those seats, you can increase the luggage carrying capacity to 1411 liters. Now in order to close it, here you have this button provided, or you can just simply come here and sway your foot below this, and that's how it closes. There it goes. Now guys, let me quickly show you guys the tire profile, then we will move inside the car. I'll show you guys the space, and then we'll talk about the features as well. So here as you can see, the tire profile right here, as you can see, 235 50 R20. These are 20-inch alloy wheels which you have right here, because this is the top end variant. You get 20-inch alloy wheels. Now let me quickly show you guys the space that is on offer in the second row. So here as you can see, I have set the driver seat as per my comfortable driving position. For your reference, my height is around 5'6", and here as you can see, this is the amount of space that you have on offer. There is not much space actually. You can stretch your feet below the driver and co-driver seat. The under thigh support is really very good. Here in terms of the knee room, it could have been better. Here you have this magazine holder provided, and the recline angle is decent. The comfort at the rear, here as you can see, the cushioning is pretty good right here. Here you have your armrest with 2 cup holders. Talking about the shoulder room, it is better to actually get 2 adults at the back, and you can probably get a kid in the middle, because here you basically have a hump. Here you have your AC vents, charging ports are provided. Again, you have your magazine holder, lights are provided right here. Here you have 3 adjustable headrests, handles to hold on to right here with a hook. And talking about the door pads, thankfully they have provided a half a liter bottle holder right here, and this finish on the door pads looks really very nice and premium right here. And by the way, in order to open the door, here you have to basically click this button and you can basically open the door. So that's again a very unique touch. And here you basically have this lock unlock button as well. Now if you have your parents, your grandparents, and if someone is not that tall, the window line is quite above, so for them to see outside the car it kind of becomes difficult. So once you get them inside the car, you'll get to know better what I am talking about. This is how the interior looks like. Here you have your sunroof. Now it's time to check out the features. So let's quickly move at the front and let me show you guys the features that you have right here. So here, as you can see, now I'm inside the car, and this is how the dashboard and the interior of the Lexus NX 350h looks like. Here you have your push start stop button, and here as soon as you push it, here as you can see, the steering moves ahead, your seat moves ahead in order to give you a better approach. That is how it basically welcomes you. And let me switch off the air conditioning system. Okay, so we are all set. Now let's start talking about the features, starting off with the steering wheel. Here you have this leather wrap steering wheel, feels pretty nice to hold, and here you have a few buttons. Now these are touch sensitive controls that you have right here. From here you can basically toggle through your HUD right here. As you can see, here you have your heads up display, and from this button you can basically check out features like your volume controls, and from this you can also basically switch to your AC controls as well. Whereas from these controls, these are touch operative buttons. Here as you can see, touch sensitive buttons that you get right here. These are for your cruise control, by the way, and your ADAS features. So these are the buttons that you have right here, and this is how the horn of the car sounds like. That is how it sounds like. Now talking about the instrument cluster, here as you can see, here you basically have a digital instrument cluster, shows you your speedometer, your parking mode, your fuel. And I'm basically also doing a mileage test of this car. By the way, this is an all hybrid car. It is a pure hybrid car, so it basically gets a battery and an electric motor as well. Now here as you can see, here you basically have, by the way, here you have your button for your trip and your odometer, so you can basically check out your trip and odometer. Here you have a 14-inch touchscreen provided, feels very nice, and it is also very easy to use actually. Here you have your music, here you have your Bluetooth, here you have your vehicle settings. So here you basically have your ADAS features, so it basically gets pre-collision warning. It does not really get automatic emergency braking. It gets pre-collision warning, lane departure warning and assist, rear cross traffic alert, rear camera detection, and blind spot monitor. Blind spot monitor basically gives you an indication in your mirror when someone is in your blind spot. And this thing, the lane departure warning and assist, it basically brings your car in line when it tries to move outside the line. So that is how it basically works. So here as you can see, here you also do get controls for your ambient light system. Let me show you guys the ambient light system settings. So here you need to get into vehicle customization, illumination, and here you basically have theme provided, and you also can select from a total of 50 color options right here. So here as you can see, you can select from a total of 50 color options. So you also do get ambient light feature in this car. Here you have your AC controls provided. You obviously have ventilated seats. Here you have your heated steering wheel as well, automatic climate control AC right here. Here you basically have, there's some space right here. Here you have your USB ports provided. This is the USB-C port that you get right here. Here you have your wireless charging pad, so in case if your phone supports wireless charging, you can basically place it right here. Below this there is some space right here, and you also do get a cigarette lighter, or you can basically connect the adapter right there. Here you have two cup holders. Here you have your gear shift. This is the CVT gearbox that you get right here. Let's quickly get into reverse. So here as you can see, this is how the reverse spying camera of the car looks like. Pretty brilliant view. The camera quality is very nice, I would say. And here as you can see, once you tap it, you can also zoom it. By the way, it also gets this off-road mode. Once you start driving, it kind of becomes transparent to show you if something is below the car. Here you basically have, you can change from the view as you want, wide angle view and stuff like that. Here you have your settings provided, and yeah, that's much about it actually. Here you have your park mode, neutral mode, sport mode, and this car also gets driving mode. So here as you can see, this is the eco mode. Here you basically have your sport mode, then you have your sport plus mode as well, then you basically have your normal mode, and basically you can also customize, so you also do get a custom mode right here. Now this steering right here, it is adjustable and it is electrically adjustable. So here, as you can see, you can basically move it down like this, you can move it up like this, you can move it ahead and behind like this as well. Here you have your lever for your wiper, here you have lever for your headlight, and here you have buttons for your fuel and your boot. Here you have your controls again for your power windows and stuff like that. From here it also gets memory seat functions. Someone is 6 feet tall, someone is 5'6", then you can set the driver seat according to them. Here you have your automatic IRVM provided, and here you basically have this touch sensitive lights. So these are again beautiful lights. However, they don't really offer a lot of illumination inside the cabin. That's a sad part. Now here you have your IRVM provided. Here you have basically your vanity mirror with sun visor. And now let me show you guys the sunroof, how much it opens up. So here, as you can see, here you basically have this button is to open your sunshade. This button is basically, now here as you can see, right now the engine has started. Up till now it was the battery was powering the car. Now the engine has come into play. So that is how the hybrid system actually works. Now here, as you can see, from this button you can basically a single click and you can open the sunroof like this. And yeah, that's the maximum that is open. 269.3 mm of space you basically have. That's kind of written in the brochure. And here, as you can see, this is how the view, this is the view that you get right here. Let me really close it, and I'm not going to close the sunshade because I want light inside the cabin. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things about the car. Now it's time to talk about the performance of the car. So now this car is powered by a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder inline engine which produces 269 PS of power combined with the electric motor. Talking about the refinement, it is obviously very refined. Initially the car starts on electric power and then the engine comes into play, so the car is very silent inside. And the engine, once you rev it hard and fast, that is when you can hear a little bit of engine noise inside the cabin. Now talking about the power and pickup, the 2.5 liter engine combined with the electric motor offers you brilliant performance. Actually, it takes the car from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 7.64 seconds. So I've made a separate reel on that. You can check out the performance reel on AutoRev's YouTube and Instagram and Facebook as well. Now this engine comes paired with a CVT gearbox, which is again a very smooth unit, and it is a really very good unit as well. So you don't really feel a lot of rubber band effect. So that is again a very good thing about the gearbox. Now moving on to my personal favorite aspect of the car, which is the ride and handling balance. So the ride quality is not very soft, at the same time it is not very stiff, it is not very harsh either. So once you hit bad roads, you will have to take the car a bit slowly. So that is about the ride quality. The ride quality is kind of good, I would say. Now talking about the handling, the steering wheel already has quite some weight in it at lower speeds as well. And once you build up speed, the steering wheel weighs up pretty well. And in terms of the accuracy and also in terms of the feel and feedback, the steering wheel works pretty brilliantly, I would say. So that is about the handling. I have no complaints on that front. Now guys, moving on to the safety features. Now this car gets front side curtain airbags, ABS, ABD, on all those features are obviously there. And talking about the braking, the brake bite initially is kind of spongy. Once you hit it completely, that is when you tend to feel that sharp bite. And in terms of the distance, it could have been a little bit more lesser according to me. So that is about the braking. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things about this car. Now let's talk about the variants and pricing. So there are basically three variants: Exquisite, Luxury and F Sport. This is the top end F Sport variant. Now the price of the Exquisite variant is 67.35 lakhs ex showroom. The price of the Luxury is 72.07 lakh ex showroom, and the price of this particular variant is 74.24 lakh rupees ex showroom. So that's the ex showroom price of the top end F Sport variant, 74.24 lakh rupees. Now on road you might get it somewhere around 80 lakhs. For 80 lakh rupees, who should particularly buy this car? Now let's talk about that. Now if you are a Lexus fan, if you want reliability, if you want aerodynamic looks, if you want features, it has got all the features. It also gets ADAS features. And in terms of the space, this is basically a driver focused car. It's not really meant for chauffeur driven people, so the space could have been better. And in terms of a few more features could have been added. The steering wheel, these buttons kind of look outdated right now in 2023. This could have been better. This panel definitely steals a lot of attention. This looks pretty nice. The touchscreen is very nice to use. It is kind of a big TV that you have right here. It is a 14-inch screen that you have right here, so I have no complaints on that front. The performance is brilliant. The gearbox performs very well. The braking is also kind of decent, I would say, and the safety features are also very good. You also do get a knee airbag, by the way, in this car, so that is again a very good thing about the car. So guys, I think I've covered most of the things about the Lexus NX350h. If you still have any question, you can definitely ask it to me on YouTube as well as in the comment section below, or you can write it to me on Instagram as well, and I'll be more than happy to answer most of your doubts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, drive safe, ride safe. Bye bye.